What's up? You know what it is. Team Yoshi here. And today we're going to talk about hard work. Many people think that Kevin Hart appeared out of nowhere, like just a fluke, like out of the sky. But not a lot of people know that he's been in the industry for 20 years. To get success, many people look for shortcuts. For example, many people look up how to get 6-packs in 2 weeks, or how to get straight A's without really studying. Or another example is the 4-hour weekend. The 4-hour work week sold as a New York Times bestseller. That just shows you many people want shortcuts. Sorry to disappoint you, but the 4-hour work week is completely nonsense. You'll find out that the people doing extraordinary stuff at least work for 80 hours a week. Lasting success just isn't an accident. There are no shortcuts. Hard work can turn the impossible to the possible. When Arnold was 15, he told his friends that he wanted to be a bodybuilder. Many people said it was impossible, including his own father. But obviously, we know it became the possible. When Arnold wanted to become the governor, many people also said it was impossible because you had to go to the city council, the mayor, and all that steps. But Arnold said, "No, I'm just going to do it." And obviously, he did it. You have to get rid of your temporary fulfillment, like TV, games, drugs, and whatever it may be, so you can have lasting fulfillment. Many people, like those successful guys, will say that hard work paying off is the biggest fulfillment you can ever have in your life. I used to be a ridiculously big gamer. Like, you know that kid at the school that always talks about games? Well, that was me. When the new Black Ops came out, I was like, "Oh my god, guys." When the new Halo came out, I was like, "Oh my god." I was that one kid. And back then, I used to play a lot of games. But one game that I used to play a lot is called TF2. And on my profile, it actually says how many hours I played that game. And it says 2,000 hours. Well, almost. 1,900, something like that. But 2,000. Just imagine 2,000 hours wasted behind a computer screen. I used to enjoy it. That's why I played it for so long. But when your mind changes and you have a vision of what you want to do, suddenly that fulfillment just isn't fulfillment anymore. You'll see it as wasting time. Now, ever since I got my major obstacle, which was gaming, out of the way, I accomplished a lot of big things that I personally think, maybe you don't, but I had 3 failing grades that I made it to straight A grades. And I also had a detailing business that made a significant amount of money. And I also made an aquarium, and I personally like to say I made my own ecosystem. The fishes are living very healthy. And there are other things I did, but that just goes to show you. You take out one major obstacle, and it suddenly gets easier. Do you actually think that the CEO of Apple, Windows, whatever the name of the company you can imagine, do you think he actually spends time watching TV after work? No, he's making sales calls, directory calls, thinking about his next plan, look at the email, always doing something that has to do with his goal. That's what you gotta do. Now, some of you might be saying that Yoshi is saying that you can't hang out with your friends, you can't go to the mall, you can't watch a movie, you can't have fun. That's not what I'm saying. Fun is important in our lives. I'm just saying, you gotta work consistently. You gotta truly grind consistently. That's important. And then, once you can achieve that consistency, then you can take a day off out of the 6 days. Then you can maybe rest. But first, you gotta build the habit of actually working towards your goals. An analogy that I use to describe this is if an obese person eats a salad one day, but eats junk food for 6 days, do you think he's gonna get healthy just because he ate that salad? No. If a fitness model who works out and eats healthy 6 days, but eats junk food on the 7th day, do you think he's going to turn obese instantly? No, that's the same thing. If you grind 6 days, but slack off on the 7th day, you're not going to become like a trash can failure. But if you have no clue what the grind is for 6 days and actually grind the seventh day, it's not going to make a big difference. To change your negative circumstances, you gotta drastically change your habits and actions and your thoughts that you do every day. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. But let's grind this week together, and peace.